your office put out a statement. You're going to wait and see about a little more for Mr. Powell, who's been nominated to the Fed chair. But what are your thoughts on him?
So, look, I'm really disappointed that Janet Yellen wasn't renominated. She is the first Fed chair since
You were instrumental in that process.
Well,
yeah.
But since 1979, not to be renominated, that's happened regardless of party, both directions. And Janet Yellen's made clear that she wants an economy that works for working families. Jerome Powell has been with her on a lot of that, and that goes a long way with me. But we've got a hearing coming up. You know me. I will be asking hard questions.
You'll ask questions.
I will be asking hard questions and see what he has to say.
Let me ask you one more final question. Just in terms of perspective, it's Thursday. You have a tax bill today.
Yeah.
On Monday, there was an indictment against President Trump's former campaign manager, Paul Manafort, as well as several others. There was a terrorist attack this week in New York City. Put in perspective for me and our audience about where you are in terms of this week. Put in perspective this week.
You know, it's this week and every week. It's about how it is that paycheck to paycheck families are going to make it in this economy. And whether this government right here is just working for those at the top, is all tangled up in its own politics, or whether it's out there actually trying to work for working people. You know, just last week, there was something that Congress brought up, and that was this question about forced arbitration. And that was a battle that had, on one side, all the veterans groups, active duty military, AARP, consumer groups, people. And on the other side, a handful of giant banks. And the Republicans said, as between those two, we're going for the banks. Boy, what that tells you is this is still a Washington that works for a thin slice at the top, works for those who can put in lots of money lobbying, but it's not working for the rest of America.